so excited.
Put makeup on this morning. I'm quite garbage.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I am so excited for you to be here joining us for another live broadcast. Today is going to be Mandy with her favorite board.
And me with my favorite board.
And this guy.
Everybody knows Cardam Arena, best board out there. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yes. But just in case you guys are like confused, I did a thing. I'm now brunette. It's still me, Mandy, founder of Sea Gods, and Ryan.
I didn't do my hair today.
Yeah, that's all right. Still handsome as ever. And we are having a showdown. So thank you if you're joining us through Facebook or the website. You're here, which is amazing. You're going to have a better experience if you go to the shop app and join so we can see all of your comments in real time.
Because we've got some sweet sales.
Yeah, we
And
do.
if you're watching the interactive experience on our website or through the shop app, you can take advantage of those sweet deals by just shopping, by clicking below a little shop icon and purchasing right through this broadcast.
Because the way it's going to work today is when I'm winning with points that are voted on by you, you're going to get 50% off my favorite board. And if Ryan happens to have an enticing argument, which wins points,
Which I will.
voted on by you, then you're going to get 50% off his favorite board.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to explain that in my words just so make sure I understand.
Yeah.
We're going to have an ongoing poll this entire broadcast. And whatever board is sitting on top as the best board, voted on by folks like you watching this broadcast, that sale is going to be active. And as soon as, well, let's face it, the Cardam Arena ULF is going to be winning the entire time. So we don't have to talk about the Elemental Wave. I don't think too much.
The Elemental Wave is going to be the one you're gonna want to be ready if you want to buy the Cardam Arena, because Ryan convinces you that it's going to be the best board. Get it like right now, because as soon as I talk about the Elemental Wave, that sale is going to come back to the Elemental, and you won't be able to get it on the Cardam Arena.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun with it.
But like, hold on,
is the poll live already?
You're still gonna totally be able to get a sweet hookup no matter what, because we're still doing our Black Friday sale, which is 35% off any board in stock.
Which is bananas, by the way. It's like $600 off the CX boards, which are dope, especially the Cardam Arena.
Yeah.
Especially the Cardam Arena ULF.
So, Santa, we are helping you out to get everyone hooked up right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, there we go.
There we go. We've already got votes for the Elemental Wave being better than the Cardam
That's
Arena.
baloney. Come on.
Thank you.
Who
I
is
love
even
that.
out there? Who's even out there voting? It's
so
probably the
it is
girls
going to
behind
be
the screen.
like Ryan is going to need all the help from you guys with your witty comments. So anything that you say, Laura or Annabelle are going to speak up really loud and read your comment out super duper loud so we can hear it. And
super duper loud.
Yeah, it's got to pick it up on this mic, right? Yeah. So,
all right.
Should I get it kicked off?
Yeah, no, we have Katie and Megan who ask you 15 or 50%.
5-0.
5-0.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
And you guys are in charge of which board. You guys are in charge of what board is going to be 50% off. I am going to give better arguments because the Cardam Arena is a better board for me and people like me.
You know what?
People like me and also people like me.
How tall are you? How tall are you? I am 5'4". I'm like 5'4.5" if I'm like up tall. And like, let's face it, I'm like almost 150 pounds. And I think that I am like in the average range. And the Elemental Wave is the best board for people like me, slightly athletic, love to get out. I don't want more board than I need. The Elemental Wave was the first board shape that we ever made in the inflatable, by the way, because we want something that's going to be really super versatile that you can use anywhere. And I want something that you can have multiple riders on, because I've always got either the dog or the kid. I want to take it anywhere. I want to take it on the ocean. I want to take it on the lakes. I want to take it down rivers.
You can do all of those things with the Cardam Arena. And if we want to talk about multiple riders, there's more room on the Cardam Arena. There is. And they're both 32 inches wide. So what are you even talking about? If you guys want to take multiple riders, it's possible on the Cardam Arena. There's more room. You can stretch your legs and you'll go faster to wherever you're going. While the other folks behind you on the Elemental Wave are going to be like, I'm falling off of this board because it's too small for multiple riders and we're going so slow.
Not true. Annabelle, bring up the picture of those two beautiful women in Mexico on the board. Yep, that one. So here is Stacy and Manola, and Stacy's a professional surfer.
Photoshopped,
no, that's not Photoshop. These two girls, and look, that is not even flat water, okay? This is like on the ocean in Chop, and Manola's standing and paddling Stacy around. Like, you can do it on the Elemental Wave. It's totally great for multiple riders. Yes.
Great for multiple riders. Come on.
Okay, it's not like ideal, right? Like, ideally, you want to be on this board alone or with like a child or a dog. But if you have a professional surfer, hot girl like Stacy on the front, you're going to do awesome.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to retort?
Oh, you don't have to. Let me tell you. Okay, guys, the Elemental Wave is truly, truly, truly my favorite. Annabelle, can you bring up the picture with the green background? I did a thing. I painted my wall green.
It's still green.
It is still green.
I like it.
But on it, it's behind me, behind the screen is the actual artwork for the Elemental Wave. There it is. That's the actual canvas.
There's the actual plant that the pad is based on. I'll give you your own points there for you.
Thank
it's behind
you.
The picture in picture.
Yeah,
right now.
move the picture back over, because
there's
the artist for this one is, oh, thank you. I'm winning. You can have 50% off the Elemental Wave right now in the broadcast. 50% off. So
the Elemental Wave.
The Elemental Wave.
You guys are voting for it, which doesn't make any sense to me. But
yes, I really love the artwork. Colleen Wilcox is an amazing Hawaiian surf artist, and she did 2 canvases, one for the top, one for the bottom. And for the pad, we're like, what are we going to do? I want to tie together the sky and the ocean. So Ryan, bless his heart, he traced out that actual leaf, my Monstera leaf that you can see in the picture here. And that trace is what is on the pad. So it is a super comfy, beautiful. If you don't know Monstera, some people call it split leaf philodendron.
Nobody calls it that.
I think Americans might. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments.
Think so.
Do you call it Monstera?
Maybe Wikipedia calls it that.
Split leaf philodendron is both, right? It's Monstera? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everyone knows. It's like an amazing plant. It's so cool.
Question from Kathy. She says, can you use the Elemental Wave with your daughter?
Yes.
Can she use it with her daughter?
Yes, absolutely. Pearl here is 70 pounds, this big girl. And Camille is just under 60, and I can take both of them out together. So with that combined, come on math, it's like 120 pounds plus me, and we're like cruising. So absolutely.
Yeah. I can take that as well. And you on the Carta-Marina and go faster. I brought my mom once.
You did bring your mom once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was bigger. We were like a combined 400 pounds on the Carta-Marina, just like boop-a-doop, tooling along. It's totally fine. It's no big deal. Tons of room, man. Just sat on the front, having a time.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, taking your mom is like not something you normally do, but you do take like Woodrow and the cooler. You know, you can still fit everything on the Elemental Wave. It's got like the 2 tie downs on the front and on the back. But it is true, if we're going out and we're taking we got this Arctic cooler, and it's super heavy. I hate lugging this thing. I like a lighter weight thing.
Fancy roto-molded coolers.
It keeps your stuff cold.
Honestly,
like forever.
Not really. It's not any better than like the cheap Coleman.
But I put it on Ryan's board.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I will give you that 1 point for the Carta-Marina, that if I'm taking that extra, that cooler weighs like 70 pounds on its own.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to put it on the tail, I'm going to put that heavy one over on Ryan's board. But on mine, I'm going to bring the Loco Desert right up front because it's super beautiful and it keeps my stuff cold. And it's not more than you need, which is what the Elemental Way is all about, really.
Yeah. Unless you maybe live around Shorts Bay or something like that, southern tip of the Big Island here on the Canadian West Coast, you're not going to go island jumping with the Elemental Wave. You're just not. It doesn't make any sense because you're bringing too much gear. And so you're just going to hang out around shore, do a little bit of coastal exploring, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, me and my buddies we're on the Carta Marina ULF, and we're like, I'm going to go to that island. And then when I'm done going around that island, I'm going to go to that island over there. And then that island over there. And then when I'm done that island, I might sleep on that beach because I got all my gear with me. I don't need any of this other nonsense. And then when we're done, I'll just catch the tidal current coming in and I'll just rip all the way back. And I'll be like, hey, how was your paddleboarding experience? And you'll be like, I don't know. Kicking the dirt going, I guess I saw some cool stuff around this shore. And I'll be like, really? Because I saw whales and seals and all this other nonsense. And you were just sitting here with like a bump on a log.
I will
Lame.
give you that point because when we went out, actually like island hopping, and we needed to bring all the gear, we did it on the Cartas, and we did have a fab time with all the gear. But how often do we do that? Like, honestly, I want the board that is going to be like the
There's the
easiest
point.
for
See,
me to pick up and
that one should have
carry.
been worth 2 points. Yeah, you can't take a touring skills course on an all-around board.
No, you
Just to
can't.
check in with that poll, it's currently 97.2% for the elemental wave and about 3% for the Carta Marina.
That's baloney.
You
What's
know,
the sample size here? 3 people?
106 votes.
106 votes. You guys, you love it. You know it. You know that the elemental wave
Who's
is.
voting 10
Oh.
times here? That's what I want to know. I'm looking at this comment section.
You think that I'm like just playing with my hands, but I'm actually like vote,
Yeah.
vote, vote, vote,
Probably
vote.
got like your phone in your back pocket.
And you can vote as much as you like in the polls as well. It's not one vote.
Yeah, we know you can. Obviously,
Amazing.
someone figured that out.
Ryan, we don't raise ourselves by putting someone else down. We raise ourselves by putting ourselves up.
Okay, well,
It's because
Let
he
me
doesn't
grab my
want to
phone.
cry. He doesn't want to cry talking about this artwork.
then
But
don't cry on
let's-
camera.
on camera. Let's talk about your board though. Like I did help you out with a couple pictures, I have to admit. Because like Woodrow is so super duper cute with his little fishing rod. Annabelle's gonna pull it up. There he is. Look at this little duder. So you can get the kayak seat, and the kayak seats are coming back in stock like this week coming. So they're gonna ship out right away. Don't worry. We put our little kids on the front in kind of the shoulder season. They want to feel more cozy.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got Woodrow sitting up front in the kayak seat on the Carta Marina with his little fishing rod. And this is in salmon season in like mid-October, cruising around the river.
I don't even think it was. I think it was even earlier than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I would have been wearing shorts in mid-October.
we are
But
West Coast.
That was salmon season, and if you ever have an opportunity to go upriver on a paddleboard when the salmon are spawning, it's amazing. They're jumping everywhere, like right in front of you, beside you. It's crazy.
Like everywhere but at your hook.
Yeah, well, we don't know how to fish, but we do fish, which is something else that's really awesome. From the Carta Marina, there's a picture in there, Annabelle, throw that one up. It's hard to tell; it's from the lake, but this is someone got a really amazing picture of me. No, like 4 down from that one, a little square. There it is. Actually casting from the Carta Marina, which is something that's really sweet to do. So again, talking about taking gear and having the room to do stuff, the Carta Marina is really sweet for that. So it's a board that I take fishing. I take the Skylar actually lots too, but it's not part of this poll. But the Carta Marina is also great if you're cast fishing. Or for, you just kind of hang it out.
He said, is the Carta Marina better for fishing, which is what you're saying? The better
Yeah.
to go for?
Yeah, it is, especially compared to the Elemental Wave. You just you have a lot more volume. So when you have like the forward and back momentum and stuff like that, and you're casting, the board can just handle it a little bit better. So
I will give you that point because on the Elemental Wave, if I've got my rod, I'm always like putting it out to the side because I don't want to step on the hook, where the extra 1.5 feet on the nose of the Carta is actually helpful if you're fishing.
yeah, and when we talk about boards in terms of volume, it's how much weight it can support. The Carta Marina does have quite a bit more volume, and so you get a little bit more support from your board that way. So,
But
there
with
you go.
more volume, that means probably an extra minute of pumping, and it's
For who?
firm like the average size over here. I'm not like this
Fair
huge
enough.
muscle monster like you are.
I don't think I could pump it up in 3 minutes today. But something going around out there. That's why my voice sounds funny.
But I will tell you, like, it is really easy to carry the elemental wave. And that's why when I went over to Australia to open our warehouse down there.
What's happening with that pole there?
It's 49% Catarina, 51
Oh.
What?
Who was the comment earlier
Wait,
asking about it?
are you winning or am I still winning?
So we've got Jack looking at the Catarina. You've got another question about, can you tell us
Jack,
the
you can vote as many times as you want, Jack.
Can you tell us the story behind the Catarina artwork?
Can you tell the story
Of course I
behind
can.
the artwork
Of course I-
without crying?
No, I can do it without crying. Easy. So we're from White Rock. Our brand is from White Rock. And if you're not familiar with White Rock, there is a giant rock. It's a glacial erratic. It's a huge boulder. It's like, I don't know, 15 feet tall. And like it's got to be 40 feet around.
It's like the thing that all the teenagers come out to try and climb up.
Yeah, and little kids too.
Yeah.
Sitting on our beach. So if you see it, there's like no earthly reason for it to be there. The legend of the White Rock, though. The legend of the White Rock. I can do that with my weird voice.
Catarina's now half price.
Is
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
Carla's on half price.
There we
You
go.
guys
High
did it while
five.
You got it.
ha,
It's
I
all
can't
about
believe you
supporting
high
each other.
fived that.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, back to the artwork. The Legend of the White Rock. It's a Cowichan legend. It's about a story of love, a story of passion. There was a chief's daughter, beautiful chief's daughter, bathing in the ocean, and a sea god's son was fishing and caught a glimpse of this beautiful woman, fell in love on sight. They were to get married. The wedding and their love was forbidden by the sea god and by the chief. And the sea god's son picked up a massive rock and hurled it into the air and said, wherever this rock lands, that's where we will make our new life. That is the story of the White Rock, and it's actually sort of loosely the story of how the Semiahmoo Half Moon tribe, that's the start of their tribe, which is in the Semiahmoo Bay, which is where the White Rock is. So it's a very cool story. And the artwork,
Cowichan legend.
the artwork depicts the story of those two lovers. It was Mark Anthony Jacobson who did that artwork for us. Very amazing piece. There it is.
Behind the camera is like,
It's a very amazing piece. The original painting, you can't see it on camera, but it's hanging in that office over there. And it's really terrific. We love it. And in fact, our name, our brand name, Sea God, was inspired by that story. A lot of people don't know that, but that is the truth. And we just love the story, love the painting. And it was the first original painting we ever actually owned. So there's another sort of emotional aspect to it. If you've ever owned real art, like original painting type art, it can be an emotional. So there you go. Hope that answers your question.
Are you crying?
No.
No, he's not crying.
Just
Okay.
slowly losing my voice here.
So you know what though, like honestly, it is really beautiful artwork. I love the pad on top too. Ryan made that pad to look like a feather. Do we have a picture of the top pad on it? Or should I just go over there and flip it around?
Yeah, I'll go flip it around.
It looks like an eagle's feather with like the what do you call it, gradient of all the colors. And if you don't know about our pads, they are splice bonded, which means that Mandy goes with like a million different samples of EVA colors and choose the two, or in this case, 18 or 20 of the perfect Pantone EVA colors. And they are cookie cutter and splice bonded together. So like this isn't gonna fade or rub off. It's not a paint job. This is gonna stay this gorgeous pad like forever.
Yeah. There's that. My personal, excuse me, my personal inspiration for this pad, besides the feathers, you kind of have all the different colors of life connected by water all the way down the middle, because water kind of connects us all. It's a very cool pad. Lots of meaning goes into these things. It's not just colors on a paddleboard.
But if you were gonna like be heading off to Australia, I'm not gonna take that board. It weighs like 2 more pounds than I want it to. I'm gonna take the one that I can easily carry, load, and pump. And it's gonna be the Elemental Wave for me all day long.
That's a point for you for sure.
Do I have a picture of me in Oz? I think I do, where I'm like with some rock. Oh yeah, let's put this one. That's a good one. So, you know, sometimes if there's a bit of a breeze, a cross breeze, the easiest way to carry your board is like flat, so the wind isn't hitting it like a sail. And I can easily carry the Elemental Wave over my head. And we've got lots of rocky shores around here, which means that I need to see my feet and I need to like cut down on any wind. So the Elemental Wave is easy for me to just like pop it up with my foot, give it a little kick, get it above my head, And this is how I can carry it down, like over steps and big boulders and driftwood. So for me, if it's easy, if it's not an obstacle that I don't want to pump it, if it's not an obstacle that I don't want to carry it, yeah, let's put this video. Thank you, Annabelle. Well done. You just like grab it and go, and it's like so super easy. This is in Baja last year. We're gonna go back to the same beach. I am really, really stoked.
That's Los Frailes, this one.
That is, yeah.
Cabo Palmo. So we're doing the Baja Roadshow for those of us who don't know. Pretty soon here, Manny and I and the kids will be heading down to Baja, and we'll be doing stage 10s live from different beaches and stage 10s for all of December and some of January, in fact. So if you want to follow us on the Shop app, make sure you set your reminders to on during our stage 10 live card. It's down on the bottom there, and you'll see all of our live shows where we'll be kind of see what it's like to travel down there.
Yeah.
And maybe you have a family and you're thinking about living in a van and eating bologna sandwiches for 30 days. You'll get to see what we look like because that's what we do.
Come on down.
Questions on the elemental wave. Can you show us the deck pad first of all, and then what's the weight of the elemental wave?
Yes. Can we show the deck pad? Do I have a picture on there, or should we just like flip it? Ryan's gonna flip it. I'm gonna get out of the way. Yeah, bring it on up. So this is my leaf, you guys, and here's like the little like Swiss cheese holes. Oh yeah, it's another word for Monstera. It's a Swiss cheese plant. So this is a trace with like this little wiggly petiole here, and these colors are splice bonded. And one question we've had is like, is it gonna get muddy? This is not white. I did not put white on here. It's like a kind of a gray blue. So I've got a dog, right? And she's like on the shore getting muddy, and she hops on my board.
Looks like the elemental wave is taking the edge.
Yeah, I can like easily clean this, no problem. But it's super cush, and it's got the diamond cut, which gives lots of grip when you're walking out on it. So this is my beautiful deck pad, you guys. Yes. Oh, the weight. I'm just like blanking. It's like 20 pounds. 21?
I think it's 21 pounds.
21
The CX, by the way, is 18 and a half.
Yeah.
Not on sale with the 50% sale, but it is on sale with 35% off. BFCM 35 applies to every board. So if you're looking at the CX board, maybe like the artwork better, maybe you want a board that's even lighter. The Elemental Wave CX is the lightest board we've ever made, 18 and a half pounds. You can hike that thing. It's dope.
We have a question for you. Is it faster to inflate a shorter board? So is it faster to inflate the elemental versus the...
It is faster to inflate the Elemental versus a Carta because there's less overall volume. They're both 32 inches wide. The Carta Marina has a flat tail, which means that there's like more volume in the tail where the Elemental Wave rounds. And the Carta Marina is like a pointy nose with the extra 1.5 feet. So that means you're like having to pump
less air
extra.
Yeah. If you actually go onto our website in the product description, you go to the product, there's a little bit of description, and there's some drop-down menus on seagods.ca, and you'll see dimensions, volume, and something else.
Volume is like traditionally something for composite boards though, because if you want your board to like float more weight and it's inflatable, then you can just put in a couple extra PSI of pressure.
Yeah.
With a composite, you can't. So then composite, the volume of the board is like a more important measurement.
Yeah. But in terms of volume, in terms of volume for inflatable boards, the volume technically changes with pressure a little bit, but it gives you a good overall idea of like the size of the board.
Yeah.
When you're not looking at the shape specifically. And in some times volume is key if you're talking about gear and distribution of weight and stuff like that.
So if you're like pumping it by hand, for me it makes a difference of like 1 minute. But if you're using the battery pump, which is like super duper popular, you can probably see like a 1.5 2 minute difference between the Elemental and the Carta Marina.
Which is almost sold out, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's true. If you want the battery pump, like get it now.
Yeah.
We'll probably be sold out mid-December, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Yep. How are we doing for time? Okay, still got some time.
6 minutes left.
6 minutes. Right on.
6 minutes. If you're just joining us,
yes.
Manny and I are talking about the Elemental Wave and the Carta Marina ULF boards both of our favorite boards. I've been riding the Element or the Carta Marina ULF forever. And it's always been my favorite board. It's still my go-to, even with the CX boards. Mandy, same thing with the Elemental Wave ULF. She's been riding it.
Favorite.
Yep. It's our favorite, some of our favorite art anyways.
Yes, I just want to show you, guys, this is Colleen Wilcox's signature style. This is a print, and you can actually buy them on her website, by the way. You can pick up like other Colleen Wilcox art, but I've been like a super duper fan of hers for a long, long time. We were actually in Hawaii, and you're like at a coffee shop, and you're like bored waiting for your latte, and you're looking through the little CDs, and I got a Malia CD, and I like had it in my car for years, and I loved it. And when I came across Colleen Wilcox again, I was like, why is it so familiar? Like, why do I love her art so much? And I realized she actually did the CD cover for that Malia CD. So when she agreed to do the artwork for our board, I was like even more starstruck.
Mm-hmm.
It was like really special. And
are you crying?
no, I'm not crying. Shh.
Perfect. As it should be. As it should be.
If your mom is going to it means so much to you, because this is the first artwork that she did after her baby. It's got 3 of... You're crying. You talk about it.
I'm going to finish my previous statement, which was, for those of you that are just joining us, Mandy and I are talking about our favorite boards. There's an active poll right now, so you can vote in the poll for your favorite board, and whatever board is winning in that poll, we're putting that board on sale in this broadcast only for 50% off. 50. And so if you're interested in getting a board for a ridiculous price, this is the place to do it. You have to do it in this broadcast. There's a little shopping icon down below, and Annabelle behind the screen there is switching the sales with the poll. So if you want to get the Elemental Wave, I think it's winning right now. What's the percentage? I can't read the percentage there.
It is 53.
53 to 47. So if you want the Elemental Wave, it's 50% off right now.
Get it right now.
Get it
Let's
right
talk
now.
about the art. Can we see this? I just want to talk about 1 spotted eagle ray, 2 spotted eagle rays, and up there is the baby. And it was just like super special for her to make this for us.
And the other side is the same except with seagulls.
Yeah, the other side has 3 gulls. So this is her like kind of traditional signature artwork, which I love so much. So not only are you getting like the best shape to ride, but it's also like the most gorgeous art. It just kind of like has a flow to it, and it really pops in your Instagram photos to have like this blue flowy art on your board. Oh yeah, there it is.
This is it.
Art.
So here's the painting right here.
Yeah. Are your shoes clean?
It's not on my shoes
Okay.
because they're not clean. But I think a lot of the times people don't quite realize that when we say we put art on our board, like this is the original painting. And so what happens is we digitize the painting, and then we license it from the artwork, from the artist, and then we put it on our boards. So this is the original artwork. It's hanging in Mandy's office. And same with Mark Anthony's. It's in that office over there. So we have all the originals. There's a whole bunch of originals actually in our office, which is pretty cool. It's more of an art gallery than a top shop, but just wanted to show that off.
So we have done the Elemental Wave 3 times so far. 3 times. We keep freshening the artwork, but we still have the Elemental Wave ULF, Colleen Wilcox's art, and it's going to be gone. And when it's gone, like we're not making more prints. Like this is it, and it is so beautiful. So if you are super stoked on a beautiful board that is the best for like people like me, and I'm pretty average size, so if you're my size, a little bit athletic, this is definitely going to be the best board.
I've got a question from Thomas. Out of Mandy and Ryan, who is the fastest to inflate their favourite board?
That's not even a competition.
Okay, Ryan is pretty intense. He used to deadlift like the weight of a baby elephant, like 550 pounds. So I have to not even compete on that one. I just kind of go at my own pace.
I win, I guess.
Yeah, on
Okay.
that one.
On that one.
But, you know, if you have like a beautiful board, then maybe you can convince someone else to help you inflate it.
Yeah. You know, paddling's funner in pairs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Mm-hmm.
there you go. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have any more questions? Nope. We got 1 minute left. 1 minute left of 50% off, and then
Oh my gosh.
no more.
Well, don't feel sad. If you didn't get it, you can still order like when you're ready with 35% off on any of the boards that are in stock, because we are like I said, I don't like to rush. So I'm like, for Black Friday, it's all of November. Get it before they're sold out, obvi, but take advantage of whatever one's your favorite. And we have Annabelle, Laura, Ryan, and I, and we are totally going to answer any questions, because I want to make sure you're set up with like the best board for you, not just the one that's on sale.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
But I think that's it for today. If you guys are currently in the middle of a checkout, don't worry. We will keep the broadcast live with our little broadcast card for about 5 minutes. So you're going to want to finish that up. And then if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube Live or something like that, make sure to check us out on the Shop app. There's a link on our webpage. If you go seagods.ca/live-shopping, that's our interactive player. You'll get a better experience on desktop from there. If you're on mobile, you're going to want to scan that QR code and then follow us on the Shop app. Scroll halfway down our store. You'll see the Stage 10 live card. Set reminders to on. You'll get a push notification on mobile every time we go live.
What's the next time we're going live? Like Friday?
Yeah. Black Friday, of course, we're going to go live on Black Friday as well. We got Luke McBain coming in next week. That's November 29th. That's the first artist we've ever worked with. He's responsible for the Kados, but he's also responsible for a couple of hardboards that we used to make back in the day.
Like
and a lot of our really awesome stickers. So he's coming into the store, and we're going to have a little bit of an interview, plus a lot of fun.
Yes.
And then after that, you'll see us live from Portecitos Hot Springs in Baja. That will be our December 6th first broadcast. And then we'll be broadcasting every Wednesday still throughout December. But there might be some random ones when we find a really cool spot that we want to show off. So make sure you follow us.
Yeah, but Friday we're doing Roll the Dice. You can get up to 50% off
any board
that's in stock. But if you want the Elemental Wave, and it's 50% off right now, don't roll the dice. That's it. That's the best board for you, I promise.
Yeah, we did that on our 1 year anniversary. We rolled the dice. And so what we're going to do.
It was so fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll 5 dice. We're adding 20% plus whatever your dice equals. And that's going to be your discount. So if you roll 5 sixes plus 20%, 50% off, whatever board you want, 15 boards, I don't care. It's going to be fun. So you're going to want to be a part of the Black Friday if you didn't take advantage today.
Anyways, thank you so much. It's really fun having you guys in the poll supporting me. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Cheers.